Hello, and welcome to another edition of All or Not According to Jack with your host, Jack Toledano. So here we are, middle of January. Um, and before I get into my topic of tonight, I just want to say, very humble, I am praying for the people out in LA that have already lost their homes or are in danger of losing their homes to the wildfires that are going on. I pray for you. I really hope everything turns out. I am just so saddened by this. So please take care of yourselves, people, and be safe. And good to see you helping each other. And kudos to the first responders. Thank you for all that you do. And on to our topic for tonight. So, um, what I'm going to do is I very rarely have. Jamie Laszlo has a site on Facebook called Let's Get Physical. And I very rarely talk about physical content and physical things that I obtain. I'm more of a person that likes to I prefer life experiences like going to concerts, going on vacation, taking pictures and sharing that of things that I have seen. Uh, as I know, Pete and oh, I'm sorry, Brendan Snyder just had an episode where they talk about what they do with all their physical content. Uh, I can't deal with that. God bless those guys, but that's not to say I did have a very good Christmas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you in this episode all the things that I have gotten for Christmas. So I thank my wonderful family. They are just wonderful. If you saw my last episode about Hulk Hogan getting booed, I mentioned that my future son-in-law George took me to see Saturday night's main event at Nassau Coliseum back in December. What a great event. Brought back a lot of memories. Thank you so much for that, George. It was great. So that's one present. This one looks like an ordinary case, but I'm going to open it. Let's open it. Oh, looks like a monocular, similar to what they used to use back in the Wild West, um, where you were looking to scout out a bunch of cattle or whatever. But this isn't just that. So, what you do with this, you take this, put it on like that, and you undo this. Oh, a little rough. Actually, you know what? Let's put it on the cell phone first. So, what you do is you clamp it to the cell phone. There you go. Then what you do, this little doohickey goes over the camera lens like so. And then what you do, so now you have this contraption. So if I want to take some bird watching pictures of birds that are, far off in the distance, I can do that now with my iPhone. So this magnifies any picture, with a on an iPhone. So that's present number one. I've already tried it out. I actually took it to so you see that pencil in the background there, just over my ear. Uh, I got a really nice picture of a of the lighthouse at Robert Moses State Park, which is also known as uh, what the hell is it? Fire Island Lighthouse. So I got a really nice picture of that. So that's uh, got a couple, you know, what are they called? Brant geese at Jones Beach, West End 1. I was hoping to see some wintering seals, but they weren't out that day. Maybe it was too warm. This thing's a pain in the butt to zip closed, but we're trying. Ah, there we go. So, present number one. Present number two, I'm not going to take it out of the box, but Jason bought me this digital camera. I am so grateful. Um, my goal with this is I want to tape some. Granted, it's a little too cold right now, but I want to take it out and I want to take some outdoor video camcorder stuff. What's nice is, and Pete can do it with his. I think he has a Samsung Galaxy phone where you can switch to view yourself and then to view other content outside, but you can't do that with an iPhone. But now I can do it with this, and I want to get into some episodes, away from music, away from wrestling. I want to do more on location content. I would like to, because, I just enjoy doing that stuff. And let me tell you, some of those people are getting a shitload of hits doing that. So getting a little jealous. George is a little jealous. All right. Got some reading material. So this, I wouldn't say is really a present, but Tim Derling sent me this, a book about Sammy Hagar. And I am presently up to page 99. There's how many more pages we got to go? I don't know, maybe about another 50. But I'm working on it there, Tim. We'll have that episode real soon. Good book, by the way. Um, Speaking of Sammy Hagar and Van Halen, I got this book. I saw this on the shelf at Target, so I put it on my list, and my buddy boy Jason bought this for me. Thanks, Jay. You are the best. I am up to page 118, where they're actually talking about them gigging with Black Sabbath and blowing them off the stage. So 118 only goes up to, wow, this is a pretty easy read, 118 to 226. But when you're reading two books simultaneously, it can be a little bit of a challenge. But so far, so good. I'm enjoying it. Next. I haven't started reading this book yet, but I'm going to. I can't wait to start it. My effing life, Mr. Getty fucking Lee. Uh, of Rush. I mean, granted, he may not be much to look at, and I have this one practical joker at my lodge who's like, "Oh, Jethro Tull sucks, and Rush sucks, and Yes sucks, and Emerson Lake and Palmer sucks." You just don't appreciate good music, dude. You, what do you have against prog rock? What do you have against the basic 2/4 beat and three chord music? Is that all? Expand your mind. Listen to better stuff. Uh, I mean, these guys, they broke away from that standard crap to, 10, 15-minute songs that are, very much harder to write, much harder to perform. Uh, I can't wait. Needless to say, I can't wait to read this guy's story. I, in addition to some uh, amazing body of work that Rush has done, I love Geddy Lee's bass playing. I mean, granted, his vocals are a little bit of a challenge a little bit of an acquired taste, but then again, so is death metal, which I haven't gotten into, but a ton of people out there love it. I happen to love Rush because I I've accepted his voice that that it's synonymous with all that great guitar playing, bass playing, excellent drumming. To me, they're a super group. Uh, Not much else I can say about that. Can't wait to read it. There will be a an episode about it in the future once I'm finished. Um, okay, so before Christmas, and I'm very sad to say, I got hit with a copyright warning uh, by these freaking guys. So I had put up, um, so Don Felder performed at my local park, Eisenhower Park, and he played a great show, 16 songs. Last song he played was Hotel California. I recorded that song. I put it up. Initially, there was no copyright. It told me that there was no copyright infringement, so I went live with the video. Couple months later, what do I get? Oh, you've been warned. There's a copyright strike against you. That's not cool. I mean, I'm not going to really delve into that too much, but at the same time, I wanted this because I can't find it on Showtime or Max or any of those. And you know what? To me, this is the quintessential band um, uh, DVD slash documentary slash movie. Uh, you know, the Eagles do it right here. I love the story they tell. What I want to do is I want to do an episode about this, and I also want to talk about Don Felder's book. So kind of, he wrote this book, and I think he actually wrote the book before the uh, the documentary came out. But I'd say this is kind of if you like the Eagles documentary, this kind of gives Don Felder a little equal time without the guys, butting heads with him and saying, "Oh no, you're not correct." He's basically telling his story uninterrupted, and I like that. Whereas, you know what? I wish more bands did a documentary like this. I would love to see Kiss do something like this. I'd love to see Jethro Tull, maybe Judas Priest. All my favorite bands do a documentary like this. Would be so cool. Maybe even Rush, but second to none. Especially part one, which is about 2 hours long. They tell the whole story. Just phenomenal. There will be an episode about these two in tandem. This I didn't get for Christmas, but this one I did. Thank you, Susie, dear. Love you. Last but not least, uh, actually going to take a break for a second, and then we'll come back with my last present. Okay, so my last present, my dear, wonderful daughter Sam. What a wonderful, beautiful present she got me. You know what? I'm actually gonna have to take. Let's take it off. I'm gonna have to take the background off. Let's see if I blur the background, if I can show it now. Nope, still no. Okay, so get rid of the background for a minute. Let me show you the box. Birdfly makes this bird feeder camera. Uh, and basically what it does is, there, this camera records the birds as they come to the feeder and feed. And I'm and I've only had it out for about a week. Now, the one drawback is that once the weather dips below 20 degrees, the camera stops working so much. So tonight, what I did was I took the camera inside, let it warm up. I'll probably put it back out in the morning because you know what they say, early bird catches the worm. Um, okay. Um, Actually, you know what? Let's show you around the box. It's AI bird recognition that can, it actually identifies the birds, and a couple of these that you see on here, I've seen already. Uh, in a minute, you'll see which ones they are. This is another view. This is yet another view. Uh, uh, I have not seen a goldfinch. I am dying to see one. Don't see too many on Long Island, but I have seen a few, so I am praying that I will see one. Okay, so let's go put my background back. Now I'm going to share. Let's share. I am telling you not to interrupt, but this New York baseball fan headquarters, I'm really getting tired of you guys putting up these fake stories about Pete Alonso. You know what? Until he actually comes back to the Mets, just shut up already. So tired of hearing it. All right. So, that being said, let's go to my page, my wonderful parents and brother. Okay, so let's go to day one. Look at that. That was recorded from with my bird camera, and I'll show you how I positioned it. That's one picture, that beautiful cardinal. Let's show you another one. Blue jay, which actually chased away a female cardinal. Isn't that just amazing? Never have I been able to take pictures that close up before. So that's one. Let's go to day two of the bird fight experience. Look at that. Is that freaking amazing? Look at how look at how close I am to this cardinal's face. You could so close you could see his iris. What you looking at, man? I love it. I mean, I actually think he's looking at his reflection in the camera, which is what, yeah. But by the way, there's no snow on Long Island right now. Lucky us. So that's how I rigged it. So basically, I just took a 2x4 and I drilled it into the post for my pool deck, put a couple ties around it, and it's on a quick disconnect, which is really cool. This picture was taken at sundown. That's the western sky there. That's yet another picture when we had a dusting of snow. Uh, those are my pool steps in the background. And there's one more picture. Uh, so what I find amazing is that the AI, artificial intelligence, um, can actually identify most of the birds. I think it's still, they might have to do an update because so one thing that intrigues me, so I don't know if you're a bird watcher like I am, there are 40 different species of native sparrows. This happens to be one of them. So the AI identified it initially as a chipping sparrow. However, I think that's incorrect. I think, and later on, it identified it as a song sparrow. That's what I think we have, and that's actually the most common native sparrow that I have in the backyard. But still, oh, so cool. Oh, so cool. Let's look at those cardinals one more time. So beautiful. Never have I ever been able to see a bird that close. Amazing. Okay, so let's stop sharing. And that was my Christmas slash Hanukkah. Uh, Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you, George. I love you all. Uh, so generous, such wonderful presents. I can't wait to use them. Uh, I'm I'm actually asking from Mother Nature to give me a present now. Make it a little warmer so I can put my bird feeder back outside tomorrow morning so I can go use my digital camera and do some recordings. And actually, I don't need it to be warm to use my lens extender, uh, so I can go in the bay and see some seals, uh, which I was able to see as I drove over one of the bridges a few weeks ago, but I just didn't see them when I walked to the beach. 20-minute walk to the beach to just to see some geese. What are you gonna do? So another idea that I had, I want to do, I'm contemplating doing an episode where I talk about my top 10 uh, most beautiful birds that I think are the most beautiful birds. Is that something that you think you'd be interested in? You let me know. I may do it anyway, but let me know. I would love to know if, you might find that interesting, being, you know, an avid bird watcher that I am, in addition to all my other hobbies. This is Jack Toledano. Have a good one, folks.